I think we're live. Hello, people.
G'day, troops.
Hi, everyone.
Mum is here. Dad is here.
Super Duper Rugby's here.
Super Rugby. Oh my goodness. Super Rugby. Danny says, been living under a rock. Thought Super Rugby started in a month or two. You would not be the only one, mate. It's caught a few people by surprise. Connor says, hi Mark, hope it's all going well with you. Just came back from watching my Vancouver Canucks beat the St. Louis Blues, a hockey fan. Good man. JP says, Gazza is running wild, brother.
Gazza is back.
Hope all has been well, Mark, and missed you, big fella. Go Chiefs. Good to see you, JP, man. Long time. Starlio says, let's go, Gazza in the house. Good to see you, Starlio. Nice food takeaways. Great to be back, man. Yeah, long time no see. We haven't done one of these for ages. So if anything's mucking up in terms of sound or video, do let us know. But yeah, we're sitting here for the Crusaders and Chiefs, the first game of the Super Rugby season for 2023.
Could be a bit rusty, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we will see. Mark Kiwi says, big up to Gazza. I think people are happy to see you, Gazza. And I'm sure you too, Mum, even though you're not getting the same Gazza love in the comments.
I'm happy.
Manta says, is that the whānau in the background? That is indeed Mum and Dad. They came over, we had dinner, we had a couple of beers, and yeah, now it's rugby time. My kind wife is off on the other side of the house putting the children to bed, so she is the star of the show.
Absolutely.
Allowing us to watch the rugby, to be honest. What a way to start the season, 2 stacked teams, absolutely. Richard, man, I'm here, Gaz is here, we're all here, that's pretty much it. Nov Mum says, yay rugby, indeed. Good morning, guys, says Rooster. Good morning, yeah, good evening, man. We'll be doing triple header, not doing a triple header. We'll do this one live, and I'll probably stay up and watch the next one. But I know you guys are heading home.
We are heading
That is for sure.
Oh, B&O Keith.
Darabonte.
Keith.
Finally getting a big rugby fix without
Keith.
completely destroying my sleep schedule. That's true. That's true. It's not 4 o'clock in the morning rugby for a change. Chiefs won this one last year. They did.
Yeah, they did.
They were not the only team to get a win down in Christchurch last year. Ooh, Formula One returns. When's Formula One starting? I think I'm actually going to watch it this year. Because I was watching that Netflix documentary about Formula One and it kind of got me back into it. Right, we've had kickoff. We are
Knackable.
5 seconds in. 5 seconds in. Cheers, everybody. Rugby. I offered Gazza a beer, but he said he's alright. He's already had one.
Chase it, chase it, chase it.
Patrick, bro, long time no see. Next weekend for Formula One, says Blake. Oh, nice. Yes, I watched Drive to Survive, so I am. I'm pretty keen to follow up. Let's see how things progress. Simon, man, good evening, everybody. A special 2 cents and family. Yeah, cheers, man.
No, that was a bad pass.
Bring back Messam. What is Liam Messam up to right now, Gazza?
Oh, he's retired. I think he was playing club rugby last year. That was it. I don't think he's going to play anymore. He's got a young family.
Fair enough.
Oh, pressure, pressure, pressure.
JP wants them to run it, Gazza. Run it. I might just quickly flip.
Damien's back, so Damien.
Yeah, he's got to have a big season, doesn't he?
Yeah, I hope so.
Alan, oh, good to see you, man. Your mate JP is here. The 2 Morris boys are in the house. If online chat thingy is counting in the house. Can you ask your Papa Maki, does he think Ireland can finally do it this year? If you're referring to a World Cup, I'll put it to him. How's Ireland going to go at the World Cup, Gazza?
Well, maybe.
I don't hear optimism in his voice. That sounds like pessimism, if ever I've heard it.
I'd like to see them do well.
Nice.
Have they peaked too soon?
Well, we'll find out. I don't like to downgrade a team when they could still be okay. So I think that we have to be very careful about what we do because they've got a top coach in Andy Farrell, and they've got a lot of depth, and they have proved the critics wrong. So I think they could go close.
Nice. That's fair. Blackadder's looking bigger. Yeah, maybe he's been putting on a few kegs. He's had a lot of time off the field. Alan,
look
mate,
out, Chiefs,
says,
look out.
Happy new season. I have to work in 40 minutes, but I will remain for now. Oh, happy Friday, man. Work day ahead for you.
See the way they went across the field?
Yes, I did.
Not a bad way to start your work day, if I do say so myself. But cheers. Much appreciated, brother. It's been a wee while, hasn't it? Far too long. No live streams at all in January. I went back and checked the logs. Connor says, fair thoughts, Gazza, on your Ireland prediction.
Yeah, I don't want to put any jigs on them too soon. I hope they do well.
Darramundi says, still unsure about Mackenzie at 10, but happy to be proven wrong. What are your thoughts, guys? D-Mac at 10?
Yeah, he's okay.
Dawn? D-Mac, smiling assassin at 10, or you like him at fullback?
I think leave him at fullback.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
Tony from Distracted Sports is here, my fellow podcast host. He says, hello Morgan family, did you guys just get hammered by the rain?
Oh, yes.
We did.
G'day, Tony.
It was rather wet, and my garden once again turned into a paddling pool. But it's eased off here now, thank goodness for that. Otherwise, Gazza was going to be staying here the night. I'm sure he didn't want that.
No, I'm sure you didn't want it either.
Might be better than Scott's place. He's going to ask you Scotters.
I don't think I've talked about Scott much on this channel.
Oh, boy, they destroyed that scrum.
They did.
They destroyed that scrum. Oh,
I was too busy faffing about with my phone. What
They
happened?
just destroyed the Chiefs'
They did.
scrum.
Oh, that's
Moody.
ominous.
Yes.
Oh, we haven't seen Moody play for ages.
Oh, he's been out with an knee injury. Gee, they destroyed that.
They sure did.
Man, I didn't like the look of that.
No. You watch, Mark. Here we go.
You watch this.
Oh, yowza. That's on skates, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's a sad sight to see. How many times have we seen that now? Like, quite a few, eh, dear?
Did you just call Mum dear?
He did.
I don't know if I've ever heard you call her dear. What have you been? Have you been getting yourself into trouble?
I
What have you done?
got
Doesn't happen often.
I got myself in trouble a couple of weeks ago, but I've been a good boy since. She might be very quiet, but she's very strong
The bar's
and determined.
illegal satellite has stuffed up in Vietnam. Oh, that's no good, man. Hopefully they get the feedback soon. I used to have the exact same situation when I lived in China. Tony says, hey Gazza, geez, give your son a run for his money for the best legs in the family. Oh, yeah?
God, I wouldn't know about that.
He's missed it.
He missed it, yeah.
Elliot has not been enjoying the Six Nations. For those of you who do not know, Elliot is a Welshman, so that puts a lot of context into it. Hoping Saturday goes well, but can't see it. Here's to the mighty Tars to win the league. Well, if you're counting on the Tars and Wales to come back this week, it could be a long weekend, but we'll see. Give me a commentary. Well, Moonga just missed the penalty. And D-Mac has just attempted to take a high catch, but it's kind of been spilled wide, so it looks like it's going to be a line out to the Chiefs just outside their own 22.
Could be the same story.
See, they've got new graphics this year. I got to admit, I haven't even paid enough attention to it. Sever Reese was trying to do the Springbok thing for slapping it back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are new graphics. Sharp eye. Are you watching this live on TV because you're behind on Sky Go? Starleo, I am watching on... What is it called? Is it called Sky Go? Sky Sports Now. Their streaming app on my TV, which is usually slower than when I cast it from my phone.
Oh, yeah.
And they haven't got the clock up at the moment because they're still going back to check Sever Reese's aerial battle with D-Mac.
Yeah, 6:21.
6:21's clock is stopped. The Military Tars have a decent squad. Actually, you're right, Darren Monday. I saw some of their acquisitions and whatnot. It is pretty tasty. Hate the slap back in the air. That's what the Springboks were doing, I want to say, over 12 months ago. It was their big play. Here's a joke. What did one wall say to the other? What did one wall say to the other? What's hanging?
I'll meet you at the corner.
Meet you at the corner. Have
She's
you heard that one
She's
before?
bright. She's bright.
Any riddles and stuff, you can't get past her, man.
She's very clever.
I've just heard that one before.
Connor just said, I'll meet you at the corner. There you go. She knew it. Mama 2 cents got it. She did. She's heard all the dad jokes, even though she's a mum.
Well, I've heard that one anyway.
Tars are stacked, and have you seen how big they are? Yeah, that's true, man. I actually looked at the odds.
Look at this.
Oh, look, that's so cool. I looked at the betting odds and thought that the Tars were the kind of the hardest done by the bookies anyway. I'd like a rule you need to make at least a genuine attempt to catch it in the air. Could be a thing. Put some people out of a job though, man. The Sixers got the stream back on in Vietnam. Good stuff, man. We are 7 minutes and 25 seconds and still no score. Chiefs penalty, kickable range. What do they do here, Gazza?
Probably take it. Probably like he's going to take a shot. He has to take a shot.
Take a shot. What do you think about the exodus, says Paul, of AB's players in Japan after the World Cup? I think it's
expected.
to be expected. Yeah, we've all been basically knowing this was going to come. It's not the first time it's happened. I mean, look at the exodus. I mean, not necessarily to Japan, but after 2015, who did we lose? We lost Notanu, we lost Conrad Smith, we lost McCaw, we lost Carter, we lost, was it Woodcock in 2015 as well? Geez, we lost a lot of players.
Grace is injured.
I guess it's always going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it has to happen. I mean, we have to rebuild. More of the argument is who's going to be the next All Black coach pre-World Cup or post-World Cup. That's the big issue in New Zealand at the moment, and it's a bit of a mess, to be honest. I'll tell you that right now.
D-Mac opts for a penalty, and he's missed it as well.
Wow, oh my goodness.
Ellen has just dropped another 10 quid, and he says, this money may or may not be a bribe for you to look favourably, maybe show some bias towards the Tars. I don't actually mind the Tars. The Tars are pretty much universally hated in Australia.
Why?
Yeah.
They're kind of like the Auckland of Australia, and
right.
they're seen as kind of very kind of private school, North Shore, Sydney, you know what I mean? A bit kind of up themselves,
yes,
you know what I mean? That's the vibe I get.
They have a good coach in Darren Coleman.
So, but I don't mind them because we're so far removed from that I don't get that vibe from them.
Yeah.
And my mate in Australia, Gary, is a big Tars man, so I don't mind the Tars, Ella. You and me, mate. Tars all the way.
Cullen Grace has gone off.
Yeah, Cullen Grace is off and D-Mac missed the penalty. It's a cool way to watch Super Rugby, especially if you don't like the commentary. Yes, if you don't like the commentary, there's also another channel called The Kiwi Lads, and he does genuine play-by-play. Like, if you can't watch the game and you want a play-by-play, that's always one option. Kiwi Lads. Good. Good old Hamish. I better write some notes, otherwise I'm going to forget. Where are the Tuies? Distracted. Oh, I'm on the Spates Summit. There's still some trivia on the bottle cap, so we can do that shortly. Good to be back on a 2 Cents Live. Man, we haven't done one of these since Boxing Day. I went back and checked the logs. Boxing Day.
That was a wee while ago.
It was a wee while ago. A lot has happened since then. Oh, Wonga charged down. The irony is that's literally the opposite of me, not like a private school boy, not proper posh. See, Alan, you being in the UK are probably pretty well removed from it as well, eh? New Zealand Ruckers underway, baby. It is. Yeah. Where are the Black Caps playing at the moment?
Wellington.
Okay. So it's still cricket season.
Yeah.
But they got rained off today.
Yes.
The weather has been rather
I
crap,
was gonna
to
say,
be
you
honest.
wouldn't think
It's
it's
been
cricket
piddling
season,
down.
The weather,
Yeah, it feels very
winterish.
wintry, yeah.
They haven't had much of a summer.
Not really.
We've had about 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks of nice weather.
Instead of 2 months.
Connor says, I know next to nothing about the Chiefs. Alex Nankerville, who'll be a Munsterman next season. Good purchase. What does Gazza think? Well, what does Gazza think about Alex Nankerville?
Well, I mean, is he good enough for the All Blacks? Yes. Is he going to get selected? No, probably not, because we have a surplus of midfielders at the moment. So he's good enough, but I don't think he will represent the All Blacks. He's with the All Black B team last year, and he distinguished himself. But there's just, I think, just too much competition for that position
Yeah, he's a really
in
good
New
player.
Zealand at the moment.
The fact
But he
that
is good
he's
enough.
on the fringe of the All Blacks, I think, should give you an idea of kind of where he's at.
Is that a drop goal?
Yeah.
Jeez. There we go. Who would have guessed first points in Super Rugby 2023 would be a drop goal?
Yeah.
He'll do well at Munster. He'll do really good. He'll be good. He'll be a good buy for Munster.
I think because Fekitoa's leaving, so they need a replacement. Rugby in the part of the world I'm currently in is very much private school thing, and I hate it here. When I was at uni, I played, but everyone was full suit and a bit up themselves. Yeah, we don't really get that here in NZ. Like, what's the posh sport in NZ?
Auckland Grammar.
Like, what sport would be a
Cricket
posh one?
more.
Probably cricket. Yeah, cricket more than
Yeah.
rugby.
Yes.
Like, just in terms of entry costs, to
Yeah.
play cricket, you need to buy a lot more stuff than to play rugby.
Be careful.
Did you just been banging your legs against my coffee table?
I'll come off second best.
It's got sharp corners, mate.
Oh, Cullen Grace hasn't had much luck with injury, has he?
No, very bad luck.
It's like he hurt his shoulder again or
Yeah,
something.
they said his shoulder.
Huh?
They said it
Oh,
was his
they-
shoulder.
He's got rotten luck, that guy.
He's a
Really
good player
rotten
too.
luck. Thoughts on Tupou moving to the Rebels? Weird for him to go to the Rebels. I mean, the Rebels absolutely need a bit of oomph up front, but I mean, I would have thought, like, for tight head prop, they're kind of okay. But I don't know.
Got the cameraman there.
It's a weird call. He must be just doing it for the money, surely. Super rich folks I knew, says Tony, played water polo. Well, that's probably next level rich.
Isn't the Shoot Shield their club competition in Sydney?
Yeah. I think Tony moves in slightly different circles from the rest of us mortals.
Yeah,
He's met Prince Charles, don't you know?
Oh,
Hmm.
very exciting.
Horse riding, yeah, true. If you've got a horse, you're
riding,
probably
yeah,
pretty well
or
off.
Just regular polo, not necessarily water polo. That's very expensive.
Sailing, this is Richard. Yeah, that's another
Yeah,
pretty posh
yeah.
sport.
I wasn't thinking in terms of that sort of
Yeah, you think like team games, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Chiefs!
Oh, go,
There's
go.
trouble. D-Mac couldn't get his arms free. Chiefs are well inside the Crusaders 22 at this point.
They certainly are.
What do you reckon about the crowd? It's not the biggest crowd, eh?
It's not bad.
Ooh, Havili just swept across to clean that one up and he's hurt himself.
Oh, he has hurt himself.
Correction, King Charles. Oh, that's true. He's now King Charles. Sorry, I forgot. Force of habit.
But he was a prince when he met him.
Myself, though, I'm a slum dweller. He's worked his way up. Season is far more interesting with the World Cup coming. Hope this isn't a Crusaders blowout. Well, it's looking pretty much like an arm wrestle so far.
Oh, that was a tackle by Edor.
What can D-Mac do? Can he spark the Chiefs' attack from 10, or is he just going to run laterally? What's with the Chiefs' uniforms? I think it's just, yeah, it's kind of a bluey kit at the front, eh?
It's different, isn't it? Because didn't they used to be red?
This is their away kit.
Oh,
I
no, it's their away strip doing.
Oh, because the others are red and black.
I think they're almost like contractually obligated to wear their away kit X
Yeah,
number
I
of
think
teams.
they
Like,
are
even when
too,
there's
yeah.
not a particular clash,
Yes, yeah.
they just have to wear it so people will buy it, basically.
Oh, okay, right.
Is anybody gonna ask me, is Peter Gazza-Kula good enough for the All Blacks?
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah, he is. He's had a raw deal.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying.
When are the Mighty Blues playing? They're playing tomorrow,
They're
man.
playing the Highlanders at 5 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon, sorry. At least about 5:05.
Tony, you and me will have to do a live stream at some point. I know you can't really stand in for these two, but you can be a poor replacement for these two. All right, you can be like the second class replacement. It's still probably better than me on my own, but there you go. If you want to be a poor man's Gazza and Dawn, then we'll have to. It's power shells for the Chiefs jersey. There you go. See, you ask the chat; they always know the answers.
Now look at Takiaho.
He's great, man.
He's a good player.
Go D-Mac.
Oh dear.
Oh no, loose ball.
Stevenson's got it.
I can hear that rain again.
Yes.
Jules is listening at work on the sly. I always forget the time difference with you and your Western Australian life being so far behind.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Anyone
no.
think the
Titanic
alternate
lost the
kits are the ultimate jinx?
They're gonna kick this. They're gonna kick this.
I think there was some science done. Ooh, yellow card for Sam
Oh, it's a
Kane.
bit unlucky. It's
Cynical.
unlucky. I
Cynical
don't think
Sam.
there was any intent there.
Cynical Sam.
It's a bit hard, isn't it?
Cynical
Yeah,
Sam.
well, you know,
Yeah.
Ben. We know Ben O'Keefe's average, don't we? Hey, yeah. I mean, you know, a bit harsh, mate. I don't think there was any deliberate foul.
They've probably been
Well,
trying to toughen up on things.
Yeah,
like
but you know, I mean, if we're going to give yellow cards, let's give them for a decent
that.
reason.
Yeah.
Killing
You
the
know.
ball when they're on attack. You can say it's decent. Junaid, mate, yes. First live stream of the year, indeed. And I've got
And Gaz is already going on about the refs.
these two next to me. Yeah.
Gaz is not happy with Ben O'Keefe already. Oh, look at Todd Blackadder. Todd.
Todd Blackadder. He's doing all right for a guy in his 50s, isn't he?
Yes.
He's in Japan.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
try time. I really.
Well, you picked the Crusaders, didn't you?
Well, they're at home. They're hard to beat at home.
Well,
aren't
they are.
You know what I decided to do?
What did you decide to do?
I put 10 whopping dollars, 10 whole dollars on the Crusaders to win the entire competition because
Oh,
if
did
they
you?
do it again and I get pissed off the fact that the Crusaders just keep bloody winning,
Yes.
at least I'll get some financial benefits from it. And if
Yes.
somebody else wins, I don't mind.
Yes, fair enough.
So,
Particularly
There you
if the
go.
Blues win.
oh, if the Blues win, that'd be even better.
Mm.
Lydia says hi. Hi, Lydia. Did you miss the bit where I said
Hi.
we need to do a live stream and that you're a poor man's Gazza, or did you just decide not to reply that one? 10 points to 0. Oh, I'll update the scoreboard now, Nodbum. Thank you. Oh, sugar, I haven't updated it at all. I didn't put the first drop goal on. Thank you.
I don't know.
Slack, I'm out of practice.
Terrible.
Out of practice.
He's a bit rusty, but he's fine.
We'll get there. You think O'Keefe is bad? We've got at least 5 refs worse than him, says Connor.
Oh dear.
In New Zealand, are you talking
No,
about?
he's talking about Ireland.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he is one of New Zealand's top refs, but you know, Ben O'Keefe and Paul Williams and James Dolman, three of our top refs. You know, you see them through the club rugby, NPC, then Super Rugby, then Test matches. Well, you know, if I'm going to be unfair and compare them with Nigel Owens, well, they're not a patch on him. But we do have a lot of good young referees coming in New Zealand, but it is very hard for them to break into the top tier here.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough job.
I don't know why anybody wants to do it, to be fair.
Yeah, it doesn't come with a lot of glory.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's
got to do it.
Somebody has to do it, yeah, but it's a tough job.
Hate the Crusaders as much as you, but like they get shit done. Well, absolutely. You can't not respect them. Any team that can go and win it like 6 times in a row is worthy of unbelievable levels of respect. But
Exactly.
I still want someone else to win it.
Yeah, of course we do.
Want the Blues to win.
Well, the Blues had their chance last year, but they blew the final.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
They didn't even look like it.
I know.
Mike Adamson is the worst that I know of, mate, at this level, that's for sure. The worst test level ref, that's for sure. Sometimes I'm not sure if he's that bad or if he's just really bad communicator, but anyway. Scooter, mate, how's it going? And yes, Gazza is here.
Go Sean, go Sean.
Oh yeah, and Tony, I was saying that you and I should do a live stream
Yeah, we'll do a live stream.
at some point.
You can come with us if you want to. Because this girl here knows more about rugby than what people actually give her credit for.
Oh no, don't run it. Don't score. Go Sean, go Sean.
There's club rugby refs better than him. Yeah, Mike Adamson.
Back to the...
The Blues lost because they hadn't played a final in ages, and the Crusaders are used to it. Absolutely,
That's
much more
right.
pressure. That's the mental game, eh?
Yeah.
They destroyed our line out in the final last season. Absolutely destroyed us, and we had won 15 games in a row.
Not the one that mattered.
Not the one that matters.
That's what I'm saying.
They made us look silly.
Because we hadn't played a final for years.
I can't really use it. Well, everybody uses that as an excuse, but I don't.
Well, I think
If you're good enough, you're good enough.
Junaid has just dropped $1 and it says, let's start the year right. You know the drill. Got to get the funds for 2 cents to enjoy his time in China. Alright, if you've never been around Junaid on the live streams before, his thing is, for any likes that you guys drop on the stream, he matches it with $1. $1 New Zealand dollar. So however many likes the stream has got right now, he'll match it dollar for dollar. He's a hell of a guy. So if you haven't liked it, do us a favor and like the stream.
I hope he gets this because they need
yes,
it.
they need this kick.
They need it. They need it big time.
Yeah, especially during the yellow card.
That's right.
They haven't played badly actually. They just, well, I don't know. He's smiling.
The Crusaders are just defending so well.
Yeah. D-Max shot is well wide. Doesn't have the distance or the accuracy.
No,
Oh, that's
terrible
two
kick.
he's missed.
That was a terrible kick.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Allard says as he drops 20 quid. Goodness gracious me. What does he say? Right, folks, off to work. I'll keep an eye on the score. Enjoy the stream so I can't stay for longer. I have missed this. And Gazza and Mama 2 cents. Look after them and get them something nice.
Oh, that's
What am I
nice.
going to get you guys that's nice? I bought
You
them a
just gave us a
5-course
lovely
meal.
dinner.
It
Yes, you did.
was their Christmas gift, but they just kind of cashed it in the other day.
It was very nice.
5-course meal.
Yes,
Yeah, he's a
it
good
was.
son.
It was very nice.
Keep following his channel. He's a good
These
son.
guys have got stuff for days. They don't need stuff.
We don't need
So
stuff.
when it comes time for Christmas, I tend to just buy them some kind of food to eat. Treat themselves, because they don't treat themselves enough, do you? So there you go. They treated themselves to a nice old meal.
It was very nice.
Go Gus Sakula. Nobody's asked me who's going to be the next All Black coach yet.
Who's going to be the next All Black coach, Gazza?
The favourite is Scott Robinson, but I'm inclined to think it might be Jamie Joseph and Tony Brown. But then I could be completely wrong. And do I feel sorry for Ian Foster? Well, in a way I do. I'm quite sympathetic that the communication with the New Zealand Rugby Union has been pretty poor by Mark Robinson, our CEO. I think they've made a bit of a mess of it last year, and unfortunately it's continued in the media this year. Mark will tell you it's been a media storm about the current coach and the future coach, whoever that may be.
Hugh, mate, good Friday, New Zealand. Hello, Mom and Pops, he says. Sinead says, someone got carded. Yeah, man, Sam Cane, your All Black captain. He got yellow carded about 9 minutes ago for killing a potential turnover ball opportunity from the Crusaders. Mantis drops $10. Goodness gracious me, you guys have been very generous. I guess I have to spend all this money on you guys, don't I?
No.
What else do you want?
I
Beer?
I think they've missed you.
Wine? You don't even drink
No,
wine.
I don't even drink wine. No.
You told them to go to China.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sinead knew. Cool stream, brother. Really enjoying the commentary with the game. I appreciate that, man. It's always nicer when these guys come along. I mean, I can talk a bit of rubbish on my own as well, but it's nicer when these guys are here.
Yeah, we enjoy it.
Sam Cane got a yellow for being Sam Cane. There you go. That's one way of putting it. I'm glad you guys enjoy being here as well.
We do.
I'm sure you enjoy coming to do rugby live streams with me more than you do my brother. He doesn't hold you up for live streams at all, does he?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't ever come invite you around and say, come and do a live stream while we watch rugby.
No, he doesn't.
He never invites you. It's shocking. What a terrible son. I'm clearly the good son.
Scott's lovely too.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, gee, they're looking dangerous.
Seeing the top ship Sinead makes us all feel very impoverished. I hope not, mate.
All held up.
Oof.
No.
Robertson and the New Zealand Rugby New Zealand board could not catch static in a polystyrene factory. Yeah, they don't seem to get on that well. I think because he's a bit of a loose cannon, and they're kind of an old boys club, so it doesn't seem to match that well.
Who's that?
Scott Robertson and the New Zealand Rugby Board, they don't seem to have a natural kind of click.
Right.
Distracted as the top 3 sons in his family. Yeah, fair enough. 3 boys, and you're in the top 3. That's good to know.
Oh, well, you're in the top 2, aren't you?
I've met both of his brothers, and I would say Tony's a solid bronze medal out of those 3.
Oh, you met his brothers, have you?
Yeah, when we went down to his daughter's birthday party, his 2 brothers were there. They both seemed like good guys.
You enjoyed their company.
Yeah, more than Tony's anyway. Jesus.
Tony from Distracted
I
Sports.
jest. Tony's good. Tony's good value.
Yes, Tony, I do watch the league, by the way. A lot of it. Just in case he wants to know.
Who was the last Crusaders and Canterbury coach who was the head All Blacks coach? That's a good one for you, Gazza.
I don't know. Not Robbie Dean.
Robbie Dean's never got the job. He went to the Wallabies.
He was an assistant, wasn't he?
So John Mitchell was Chiefs coach, wasn't he? Waikato coach, wasn't he, before he got the All Blacks job?
Yes, I'm sure he was.
Who else was there? Graham Henry was Auckland.
Yep.
Steve Hansen.
Didn't he coach Canterbury, didn't he? I don't know if he coached the Crusaders, but he coached Canterbury.
He coached the Crusaders. He was with Canterbury Rugby.
Yeah. Petrol station Tony. Richard's been listening to the podcast. JP says $10 dues as he drops 30 Australian dollars. He says 2 cents mama, 2 cents, and the legendary god, also known as Gazza. By the way, we're loving the podcast, Mark. Listening to it at work every week. Oh, cheers, man.
Oh, that's nice.
Good to see you back, JP. It's been a while, but I haven't been streaming, so that's not your fault. That's my fault.
They need to
Cheers,
kick
man.
it. They need to kick it.
Go, Sean!
Go, Sean! Go,
Shooter!
Sean!
Shooter!
Shooter! Pass it. Oh, no,
Oh,
he's
he
done the
kicks
right
it.
thing. He's done the right thing.
Oh, has he though?
Good one, Sean. That was
That was a good
well,
run, wasn't it?
yeah. Well, they had him covered anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The new pod was absolutely hectic. Couldn't hold it together. Yeah, that's Tony's influence. Tony does the fuddy. Here we go. ALB.
No.
Yeah, the shooter's a great harbour, man. Good line break, but they still haven't converted on it yet. The Chiefs need some points before half time.
They do. I think the defence.
They've had a few
is good.
chances, but this Crusaders defence is relentless.
Mm.
Go, Brad!
Oh, look out.
Go Weaver. Go Weaver.
He's
Go
taken
Weaver.
by Havili. Get out of there, David. Yeah, it's advantage. Too slow. He might get carded for that one as well. He slowed that down.
Mm.
Probably not. It wasn't as clear cut as the Kane one. Go,
Oh, yes.
Brody!
Here's a try.
Yeah.
Good job.
Much needed.
Good job.
Brody
Much
Retallick.
needed.
Yeah.
Oh, they needed that big
They
time.
did need that.
Brody Retallick. They needed that.
That all starts with our man Shooter.
Is Kane back on yet? Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
back
he's
on.
back on.
Boy, they needed that, and they needed it near the post, and they got
They
it.
did.
So it'll be
Good job.
10-7 now.
Good job.
Now he'll get this.
Well, he jolly well should.
Yep, he has to get that.
Yep.
Good stuff.
He
It's
missed a
game
couple
on.
today, which is
It has.
unlike him.
It has,
That's
yeah.
game on. Bro, I seen you most days on Lincoln Road. That's true.
I see him most days on Lincoln Road.
I literally walk Lincoln Road every morning to drop my kids off at school and daycare, and I walk to pick them up. And when you say I played lock, it's because you obviously noticed I'm on the taller end of the scale. I'm like 6'4". So,
You're 6'4.5", aren't you?
oh, probably maybe 6'3.5", 6'4". Scott's probably 6'4.5".
Oh, he reckons he's 6'5".
Does he? Typical Scott, eh? Giving himself a couple of extra inches.
Oh, gee, oh. What's happened?
Yeah, no, I never played lock. I was a beanpole when I was a kid, so I never really played kind of casual at school. We never played club, sadly.
You played soccer and cricket.
Yeah, I was terrible at soccer. Extra inches, that's right. Grenade. Yeah. Thoughts on Tom Liner debuting for the Reds tomorrow? Yeah, no, I'll be keen to see how he goes, man. If he's anything like his brother or his dad, he could be a good player. One of the Liner boys. There's
Oh,
one playing for
the
the
first
Reds,
five. Yeah, no, he's good.
and there's one playing over in the UK.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, no, the Liner boys are good players. I've seen them both on TV. They're both good.
Mantis says for $5.
The young players are really good.
Big guzzler scores. Cheers, man. Yeah, no, the game on now, but the Chiefs need to hold out because they got a line out in their own 22 to defend.
And they haven't got Sam Whitelock. He's injured.
Yeah. Big fan of Liner. He's a good one. Yeah, hopefully, man. He's got the genes for it, eh?
Oh, look out.
Oh, look out.
This is maul time. It's trouble.
You troubled all right.
Held up. That's a
Yeah,
try.
That's a try.
Hit straight
Oh, no,
back.
he's checking it.
Oh, he's going to TMO it. What?
How on earth did they find out what's happened in there?
Well, I reckon he scored it, so we'll see.
No try, reckons Tony. We will see. 40 likes. Oh yeah, how many likes are we up to? Get more likes. There's 53 viewers. If you haven't liked, do us a favour and like it. Oh, did he lose his bind? Cody to left the maul and jumped back in. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Potential obstruction.
Yeah, if he loses his bind, he can't just jump back on.
Oh, so there.
Yeah, he's gone. So everyone else is now just obstructing the ball carrier, is my understanding.
okay.
They probably won't give it.
I'm not a laws guy, but I think that's how that works.
Yeah.
I think his bind has still got to have his shoulder on, right? He can't just have his arm. It needs to be shoulder, but I could be wrong. I hate the laws, man. I'm not the laws guy. How do I like the stream? There should be a thumbs up button there somewhere.
It was accidental, it wasn't deliberate. There's no way he could hang on, so...
But he should know the law.
Well, he can't...
In the heat of the moment, I guess
he
he's
came
probably
up
just
with the force of
thinking...
gravity, you can't...
Yeah. No, but to get back on again, what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to try it, don't they?
Yeah, that's right.
Right, Chiefs get out of jail on that one.
They did.
Did you see Moody? Yeah, Moody's there for sure.
So that's the fun we've already donated.
You look like a goalkeeper. Cricket was my game too. I had trials for Glamorgan, played for the RAF and other Surrey Sussex sides at weekends. Captain sometimes not bad for a travelling taffy. Oh, there you go. I think I was better at cricket than I was at bloody football, that's for sure. Rugby we used to play a lot at lunchtime, but none of the first 15 boys would play, and then we would get full of ourselves, and then the first 15 boys would join in, and then we would be put in our place. That was always the way it worked.
David Novell.
Yeah. Was that a Scott Barrett chip, Kerry? Bloody hell. Man just loves the stream. Good stuff, man. No, we do the streams a fair bit, especially during like Super Rugby season, because the time zone tends to work for me a bit better. Like by 7 o'clock, my kids are heading for bed, so it kind of works. Still early in the game, but how have the new rules affected the game? I guess they're just keeping things going a little bit more. I don't think I've noticed a huge shift. Still looks really sunny down there. It's bloody miserable up here.
The cut on his head.
We played league at lunchtimes. Nice food. Oh, well, to be honest, the games we played were usually like hybrids. They were either bull rush or league or rugby, but you know, a bit of a mix.
People get hurt in your bull rush?
Oh yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But nothing serious.
All bumps and bruises.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I remember Scott getting wiped out in that scalp, or was it a cub bull rush or a scalp bull rush?
Oh really?
He got absolutely crunched,
Oh
yeah.
no. You should jump on TikTok if you have more views. Your likes would go insane. I think I'm too old to do TikTok. I'm pretty sure there's like an age requirement, and it's like, oh, you're close to 40? Then no, you can't join TikTok. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's not that I'm being an old fuddy-duddy. South Auckland, of course it was league. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Basically, it's the same. The goal for the season is beat the Crusaders and win Super Rugby, or at least opens up the comp for someone else to win. I think pretty much, well, I assumed everybody would want somebody other than the Crusaders to win last year.
Yeah.
But I still remember prior to that final where it was Blues Crusaders, heaps of people were like, I don't want the Blues to win.
Oh,
I would rather see the Crusaders
Yes.
win it for a 6th time
That's
in a
right.
row
Yep.
than see the Blues win it.
Yep, that's right.
I don't
Pretty
get
sad,
that.
really.
I don't get that logic.
Pretty sad.
I don't know how that works.
Us Aucklanders aren't that bad.
No.
50 likes. Cheers, folks. Keep it going if you don't mind. Cabbage Patch is all hail the mighty Gazza and Mama 2 Cents. It's good to have them along. We're almost at half time, folks. TikTok being ageist. Go figure. I know, right? Here we go. Richie
Oh, look
Reese.
out. Look out.
Oh, he's got a
He's
foot in
out,
touch.
he's
out,
Foot in
he's
touch.
out, he's out.
Lucky.
Gotta say, love seeing all the familiar names and faces. Exactly. I enjoy it too. It's good to see everyone's still here. We're at half time. Had the Air Force doing laps around my house here on the Mornington Peninsula earlier. Pretty loud, I can imagine. We don't have that problem here. You felt the like button. Good stuff, Mantis. Good man. Halftime trivia. Yes. Let's do this. You guys can feel free to jump in if you know the answer, Mum and Dad. But yeah, basically, I'm going to read the question off this bottle cap and type in your answer as quick as you can if you know it. If you have to Google it, chances are someone's probably going to get it before you. Right. That's sports related, but not rugby. Who did Sachin Tendulkar, so it's a cricket question, score his 100th international century against? Guesses?
New Zealand.
Australia.
It was not New Zealand and it was not Australia.
Have to be England.
England.
Australia says Australia, not correct. Sri Lanka, nope. Zimbabwe, nope. Australia, Pakistan, nope. Keep going, folks.
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, hey, you got it. Well done, Mum.
That was a good guess.
That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Good guess.
It was Bangladesh. Nicely done.
I'd have never got it. I wouldn't have put
I mean, how many cricket playing countries are there, I guess?
Well,
There's
that's
not that many.
There's not many.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Connor doesn't follow cricket. I haven't followed cricket for... When did Stephen Fleming retire?
A little while ago.
long
A little
time.
while ago.
Probably that long. Maybe a bit later. I think I followed a wee bit with McCullum's era, but yeah. Yeah, Mum snipes it from the corner pretty much. Yeah, they're all very impressed. Yeah, you just showed off your
Well,
skill.
it was just a guess.
Yeah. It's nice that an Aucklander drinks Spates. Yeah, why not? Gazza brought over 2 beers earlier as well. We drank them and they were also Spates, so there you go. We're about to have a look at the halftime stats. Let's see how things are looking. Dad is Gazza, so what's Mum's name? Do you have a nickname? Or do you? No.
Dawny.
Dawny, yeah, Dawn. Dawny. Not really a common name anymore.
No, it's not. It's an old-fashioned
It is an
name.
old-fashioned name.
Although at your work there's another Dawn,
There
but
is
she's
another
probably the same generation as you, is she? A bit younger?
Nah, she's the next one
She's
by
the
down.
next generation down.
Okay.
She's in her 50s,
She is.
55. Late 50s or early 50s.
Late 50s, I think. Yeah.
Not that many Dawns around anymore.
No, there's not.
She's a prop.
Did you just say she's a prop?
She's a prop.
It's not a nice thing to say.
You gotta have a sense of humour around here, mate.
Oh, shit, okay. Nice. I remember he sent me a message once. When you guys, where'd you go, like Thames? He was like, we're down in Thames. You guys were on holiday, right? We're having fun, son. A lot of props down here.
Well, there are.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of props down in Thames, boy.
Whew.
Good farming stock.
Yeah. Dawn's a pretty cool name, says Connor. There you go.
Oh,
There
thank
you
you.
go. Connor says, okay, Gazza, that was a bit below the belt.
Jesus.
Yeah, do you weigh more than me? You calling people props? Anyway, you're 70 something now, so
It's a bit of an old. It's a bit of an old generation rugby saying. You know, a lot of people my age would just say something just like that without being too serious about it. I mean,
Yes.
there's no underlying.
You're not allowed.
Malice intent.
There's no underlying intention to
Yeah, I know.
degrade or downgrade the person. It's
I
just
know.
more of a joke.
I know.
But a lot of people my age would say that. You wouldn't be surprised in New Zealand.
Yeah, true. I think you're funny, Gazza. I enjoyed that.
But you got to tell the truth.
Gazza just doing Gazza things is what Connor said. There
Yep,
you go.
that's about right.
Important question, Gazza. Who's your favourite harbour player of all time?
Oh, Buck Shelton.
Ah, that's a pretty classic
That was
answer.
an easy answer, easy question.
I thought you were going to ask me who my favourite Auckland player was.
Tony says he gets you, Gazza. He's actually very PC himself, which is not
Not the case.
probably not the case. No. No. Nice food takeaway says you need longer shorts. You sure?
It's cold here tonight. I should be wearing longs.
You're showing off some leg.
Showing off your legs.
Uh,
Do we need to get a blanket?
oh man.
This summer's still here, even though we haven't had much. We've had lots of storms
Yeah.
Floods.
We have had a lot of storms and floods and stuff.
and
that's
big
true.
time.
Yeah. Andy Ellis is in New Zealand. Yeah, no, he's finished with the MLR now.
Yeah, he's finished for the MLR.
He
He's
played
back
one
here.
season for New York last year. Now he's done, so he's finished with his playing career.
He was coaching over there for a while too.
Yeah.
Player coach.
Gazza After Dark, rated R for Run It. Yeah, you do have a few catchphrases when you watch rugby. You like saying Run It,
Yeah, right.
Pass It.
Pass it. Yeah.
Yep.
Those are probably your two main ones.
Aside from yelling at the ref.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, and Bloody. Yes, you
Oh, there
do
you go.
like saying Bloody.
Right.
Amanda says if you've got it, flaunt it. Yeah, you might as well. Nothing wrong with Gazza being laid back in shorts. Well, if you can't be comfortable at your son's house, then where else can you be comfortable, I guess?
True.
Right.
I was going to change in the longs, but we're in a bit of a rush.
Yeah, no, you don't need to worry about that when you come here. You need to regale these guys with another one of your rugby stories.
I
Tell
think
them
they've
about-
just about heard most of
Well,
them.
one of the questions when we had drinks earlier under the bottle cap was who was that guy, Andy Knight or whatever it was, got
Gary
injured.
Knight.
How- Gary Knight got injured.
He got injured in 1981 when the All Blacks played the Springboks at Eden Park during the big protests, and he was injured by a flower bomb with a guy flying a plane over Eden Park. It got dropped on him,
Hit him on the head.
hit him on the head.
You went to that game.
I was at that game.
Who'd you go with?
Your brother Philip. Philip's a big boy, and there were a lot of protesters, and there were a lot of protesters, and we were going down Sandringham Road, and the cops were there, and they said, if you can get through, and Philip, who's about, I don't know, he'd be about 6'2", 6'3", and he, at the time, he was playing lock for, I think, a club in Hamilton, New Zealand, was Melville. And Philip said, I'll get us through to the game, and he bowled about 5 spectators out of the way, and away we went.
Protesters.
Protesters, yeah. And the 81 Springbok tour. If you don't know about it, Google it. There's plenty of information about the 81 Springbok tour in New Zealand. It's a bit of a sad thing in our rugby history, but there's a lot of pros and cons. Google it if you want any information about it. That's probably about the best way. And it'll tell you all the Wikipedia that you need to know.
That must have been a pretty weird incident to see happen at a game.
Yeah.
A plane fly over the field
Yeah.
and drop something on one
It
of the
almost
players.
crashed actually, a couple of times. Got it flying over in a little...
They cancelled that game and they finished, didn't they?
Did they really?
No, they cancelled the Waikato game.
The Waikato game.
Waikato.
I knew they cancelled one.
Yeah, they cancelled Waikato and one other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't remember where it was. Somewhere down the line. It might have been Poverty Bay or something.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to do one more trivia, seeing as I've just opened another beer. Ooh. Mantis says this is by far the best halftime show I've ever watched in Super Rugby.
Oh, no.
A bit of leg, a bit of trivia, a bit of historical rugby talk. Yeah, what's not to like?
Yeah.
Simon says Andy Ellis is actually doing a director of rugby, long distance director of rugby with the New York team. Oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
Keep him gainfully employed. Only 51 likes, please, folks. If we're at 69 viewers,
America. I thought he was
can we get some more likes? I need long distance, they
Long
said.
distance.
Right. This one is a rugby question. Thank goodness for that. And cheers for that, Mantis. Who captained the 1996 Highlanders?
Ooh, I'm going to have a guess. Tane Randall?
Tane Randall is Gazza's guess. I wouldn't have had a clue. I'm reading the name, but the name does not ring a bell. Starleo says Marty Banks, and he's not quite been around that long.
No, not Marty Banks.
Aaron Pine? Nope.
No, I don't know him.
Nope. Oh, Junaid's got it. John Leslie. Who the hell is that?
Oh, John Leslie. Yeah.
I've heard of him.
Who's John Leslie?
John Leslie is the son of the All Black named Andy Leslie.
Okay.
And John Leslie and his brother, I think, both played for Scotland, if I remember rightly.
Fair enough. And,
Can't remember his brother's name, but I'm pretty sure they played for Scotland after their New Zealand careers.
Nice one, man. Very good. Well done.
Just Google that and tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Nice one, Junaid, though. Did you Google it or did you know it? You had to have Googled that. But cheers for Mr. Washman as well for the cup of tea, man. Appreciate that. I've already had 2 cups of tea, actually, today. How would I Google that, Junaid? Super Rugby 1996 squads and see if anyone's marked as captain, I guess. Don't know. Old man Willie boy, how's it going? Special good morning to the Gaz and the lovely lady Gazza. Hope you're all well.
That's nice.
We are well. We are
Very
well.
well.
Although it's been piddling down with rain. I even had to get up and clean the gutters today. Such is my duties as the man of the house. Tupo to the Rebels, let's go, says Xavier. Yeah, I bet you're a happy chappy. That's a hell of a signing for the Rebels.
Yeah,
Distracted says,
very surprising.
are you live streaming the Blues game tomorrow? What time is the Blues game on
5
tomorrow?
o'clock.
Is it really at 5 o'clock?
5:05, I think it is.
That's kind of a weird time for a...
Oh, it's an early game.
Well, what game are you and me going to do, Tony? That's the question. It says 7:05 tomorrow.
Does it?
Moana Pacific is on at 4:35, and then
Okay.
the Highlanders Blues at 7:05.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Are my kids into rugby at all? My son plays for the local club. Yeah, he's going to be doing his first season at tackle, which will be interesting because he's in a restricted weight grade, which is 31 kilos or below.
And he's about 21.
And he's about 21 or 22 kilos.
He might get bowled.
He may get bowled over. We will see. We will see how he goes. My daughter, not so much. I offered her to play rugby and she declined.
She does ballet.
She decided on ballet.
Yes, dancing anyway. I don't know if it's ballet, but yeah. I'm keen to do the Blues tomorrow if you can. All right, I will double check with the director of operations, but assuming that's okay, I think the Blues game would be the perfect one for 2 Aucklanders to do. Anthony says, hello, 2 Cents family. Happy to see you all in good spirits. Yes, so far so good. Thank you,
Happy
mate.
New Year, by the way.
Goodness me, we're almost in March, Gazza.
Yeah, a bit late to be saying happy.
Well, they said you meant the
You're
site.
allowed.
First stream of the year, we'll give you a
You're
pass.
They say the 14th of February, but you know, it's close enough.
John Leslie also scored the fastest try in the old Five Nations, says,
Oh, really?
says old man Willie Boy. That's not bad.
And he played for Scotland, am I right? Yes, he did.
Who's your son's favourite rugby team, Bram? Do you know the answer to this one? My son's favourite rugby team is the Stormers.
Stormers, yeah.
His second favourite rugby team is the Western Bloody Force.
Force. He likes the blue.
And then the third favourite is the Blues. Like, at least they're in the
Top 3.
flipping medal.
He's funny.
But, like, come on, son. How does this happen? Disgraceful. But anyway.
He'll grow out of it.
He will grow out of it. Yeah, what position does he play? He's still young, man. They just play whatever. They just play like a beehive or a swarm of bees.
Yeah.
They don't really pass that much. Brian's in Cork. Hi, Brian, mate. Good morning to you, sir. Second half has just kicked off. My daughter is a fan of the Zebra old kit that was all rainbow. That is true. Tell your son to put on a Munster jersey. Make him a Munsterman. Might be a long road ahead when you've got a team like the Stormers to compete against, but we'll see. Growing up, I liked the Brumbies, much to my family's disgust. Yeah, it does happen, doesn't it?
Have you told them Dan McKellar's going to Leicester Tigers?
Yeah. Dan McKellar's leaving Aussie Rugby. He's resigned as
Before the World Cup too.
Wallabies assistant. He's obviously not wanted by Eddie Jones, which kind of makes sense. Did you end up saying the stats? Nah, sadly I didn't get the stats for my son's games. Love your son's random dedication to the Stormers. My only theory is that he likes blue. Blue is one of his colours.
Blue. He does
I'm
like
like,
blue.
okay, if you like blue, sure you like the Blues, but the name Blues, I guess, just doesn't have the same appeal, especially
But he likes the colour blue.
to like a 5-6-year-old when he was picking teams as Stormers. Stormers just sounds more badass.
It does.
And the Western Force are blue too, aren't they?
Yeah, and I guess Force also sounds pretty cool.
Mm.
Oh, Reese just got flattened by D-Mac.
Mm.
Yep, you're offside. You're offside.
Oh, the first half stats. Yeah, Junaid, it was like 50-50 possession. Chiefs had the territory and the clean breaks, weirdly enough, but scoreboard still says Crusaders, so I guess it's just one of those things. At least he's not a Crusaders fan, this is true. Ralph Matt says 60 likes. Alright folks, we're at 76 viewers. Can we get it to tick up just a little bit more? Losing interest in Super Rugby? I don't think it's just you, man. Like, just judging by the views on the videos just judging by the views on the videos on this channel, like Super Rugby doesn't get anywhere near the views that it used to get.
No.
If that's like a measure of engagement, then I guess that says something.
I've got a bit of trivia for you.
Oh, here we go.
John Leslie had a brother playing Martin Leslie. I think they both played for Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy Leslie, their father, played for the All Blacks.
Oh wow.
So there's a memory lane rugby knowledge for you.
There you go.
I've remembered it, thought.
Good job.
Finally remembered it.
Good job.
Just realised the logos on the field are CGI. I know that feeling. I first noticed that when I went to watch a game in Australia. The only rugby game I've seen overseas was Blues against Waratahs. And
We won.
what year was that?
20.
I want to say 2017. because Alice wasn't born, and we took Garrett, and he was still a young fella.
Yep.
And yeah, I kept looking at the field, and there was no logos on the ground. And then when I looked at the big screen, there would be logos, and my brain kind of just exploded because I never knew that was a thing.
Was that at Etihad Stadium?
Yeah, before they knocked it down.
Yeah. They've rebuilt it, haven't they?
Yeah, I think they did. Son sounds pretty wise to you. Don't show him the new black kid, or it might put him off for the force. Yeah. I'll have to wait and see. I think he's loyal now. But anyway. You're increasing in subs and viewers, but Super Rugby vids are dropping. Not a good sign. No, we'll have to see how it goes for this year. But I guess, I mean, a large chunk of it is honestly the South African audience, man. There's a lot of South Africans who love their rugby.
We lost a lot when we lost the South Africans.
I think that's just a fact. So.
But we've got the 2 Pacific teams now, which makes it a little bit more interesting, even though they're only new.
Thought I'd put up a Super Rugby preview. Yeah, Sammy, I was going to, but it's the same thing. It's like the Super Rugby's not been getting the views. So I figure I'll just do a post-match review and kind of see how it goes. So, yeah. Lots of disinterest is due to the Crusaders' dominance. Yeah, that might be a factor for sure. It is kind of interesting to see, I guess, a variety of teams win it. But there's other leagues as well where it's only a couple of teams that usually win. Oh, here we go. I mean, Formula One has that issue, doesn't it? Where one team just tends to dominate year after year after year. The Bundesliga has that. And like Spanish football, isn't it pretty much always just like 2 teams that usually win it?
Or italic.
Maybe
Italic.
another one that pops in every now and again.
Oh, they're getting close. McMurray, they're getting close. Oh, no.
Oh, they've spilled it.
Yeah.
They lost it. They've had their chances tonight.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of chances.
Making mistakes right at the end.
Yeah, they've had a lot of chances tonight.
What if the Crusaders have a shocker and the ABs win the World Cup? Does that show that Jason Ryan was the brains of it the whole time? Could well do, man. That's next level thinking. That's deep.
Jason Ryan, Joe Smith.
Why did the South Africans leave?
Why did the
Super
South
Rugby?
Africans leave Super Rugby?
That's a rich
I think a
tapestry,
lot of it
that
might have
one.
been distance. Travel and distance, I think.
There was a lot of factors at play. I don't think it's as black and white
No.
issue. I mean, certainly New Zealand rugby was concerned with games on in the middle of the night and fans kind of checking out. Like, you know, when the Chiefs are playing in Durban, no one was getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch it. So there was a bit of a disconnection. Plus, New Zealand teams having won it for so many years in a row. I think the New Zealand teams were, New Zealand rugby was kind of thinking that they needed to get the competition more competitive. But also, South African Rugby Union had been kind of hinting for a wee while. Hey,
for at least a couple of years.
We might be going to go if you guys don't, you know, kind of
Don't let us win.
No, not letting you win, but don't play your cards right, or you know, they always like used it as a negotiating tool that moving north was on the table. So
yeah, I mean, it came over about a 2 or 3 year period.
And then COVID was just the one that kind of
killed everything, didn't
killed
it?
everything. So New Zealand rugby, I think, used that as a bit of an excuse to kind of pull the trigger. But it was all a bit of a mess. The relationship between those unions is bad. So
It's a shame, really, isn't it?
yeah.
Because to be fair, the Super Rugby hasn't been the same since
The South African teams
No,
did,
you're
for
right.
sure.
Hasn't.
Yeah.
Never a true word spoken, my dear.
No, it hasn't been the same.
And then New Zealand rugby got into a stoush with the Aussies. So
That doesn't look good. Anton's hurt.
did you
No.
guys just kiss on camera?
Yeah, I kissed her on camera.
He's calling her dear. He's giving her a kiss. What have you done? Goodness
If
gracious
you can't
me.
beat them, join them, son.
Yeah. I do think Super Rugby shot itself in the foot by expanding so many teams to a degree. You know,
Yeah.
it diluted the competition a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Rated R, demonetized. Yeah. You guys gonna get me banned from YouTube. All this lovey-dovey stuff. New Zealand Rugby's had problems with everyone. Yeah, that seems to be a common theme, doesn't it? The fact that New Zealand seemed to be gunning a little bit for the South Africans, and then as soon as South Africans were gone, they started having issues with Australia.
There were a lot of factors with this.
That seems to be a common
a lot
factor,
of factors.
But yeah, I don't know.
I know the distance and the travel and the timing was had a lot to do with it.
Oh, go.
Wow.
Oh, they might score here. They might score. They've beaten the Crusaders a couple of times in the last couple of years. They got a good record.
The defence is so good.
Gazza showing the young bucks how to treat a woman. There you go. He's mostly pretty good, I think, isn't he, Dawn? Mostly.
After 47 years.
Goodness me. Although that's why they went out for dinner the other day. It was their anniversary. 47 years, is it?
47 years.
What are you going to do for 50?
I don't know.
You have to do something
Do a
special.
live stream.
Got 3 years to think about it.
Yep.
Oh, did Sam K just score a try?
He did.
No.
Goodness me.
Yellow card Kane?
Yep.
Surely not.
Sam the man.
Damn you, Mr. Hawaras. Yeah, that's true. I love the Hawaras as well. Nicest jerseys in Super Rugby.
He got through. Well done.
Good job.
And it's near the post.
Yes.
It's near the post.
Yes, that's right.
Ooh, has he lost it?
No, that's a
he's
try.
I don't think he lost it.
That's a try.
He juggled it a bit though, didn't he?
That's all right. It's a try. Mackenzie will convert this.
Oh, he should.
Wow.
Now
Chiefs are in
we've
the
got a
lead.
game.
Now it is a game, isn't it?
Chiefs got a good record against the Crusaders over recent years, haven't they?
They do.
On fire. 68 likes, folks.
Make it 70.
Wow. Good try.
Good job.
Really well worked. Boo, says Brent. Ben's a Crusaders fan.
Yes.
Ben, you're the only one booing. But I'm sure your team's not done yet, bro.
No, you're not done yet. Probably not by a long way.
Northmum says you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, but been caught early seeing an oncologist on Monday. Jesus.
Who's that?
Novmum, who's one of our regular viewers for a long
Oh,
time.
it's bad luck.
It's no good.
Best of luck anyway.
Best of luck. This guy, not breast
Okay.
cancer, but he's been there and done that. So he's had plenty of chemo.
Leukemia,
He had leukemia. And
cellulitis.
how long did you have treatment for your leukemia for?
6 or 7 months.
It's a long time, but
2007.
yeah. Much love, Novmum. I'm sure you'll follow doctor's orders and see what they can do for you. Hopefully the Chiefs can get a few wins for you to get your positive attitude thing going, because I'm sure there's connections between your mindset and
Oh,
your
definitely.
body health kind of thing.
Definitely.
You'll get there. That's the way.
Early treatment's a key, eh?
My dad had prostate cancer in 2015. He was able to beat it and is alive and well. That's the kind of stuff.
That's what we want to hear.
This guy's another
Survivor.
survivor, yeah. If you died then, you wouldn't have seen your grandkids. You wouldn't have seen.
right.
What year was that?
2007.
Shit, you wouldn't have even seen us win 2 World Cups.
No.
Nah.
Bloody hell. I mean, priorities is probably the grandkids and being able to like
I'll
live.
tell you
but
guys a
Jesus.
story. Oh, I don't know whether I should tell it. But
Any advice from Gazza? You know, I guess it's listen to your doctor.
Yep.
Chakula's having a good game.
Gazza's made of steel. I think that one supported him. I seem to remember, I was a long time ago, but when he got diagnosed, everyone else was kind of breaking down, and Gazza was just like, nah, that's be all right. And then after a lot of treatment, he was getting a bit down, but then she was the one kind of supporting him.
Woman of steel.
By being beside him every day.
Yep.
So it's a team thing, eh?
It is a team thing. It's what you do.
Yeah, we had a few funny experiences in the hospital. That's for sure. You see a lot.
There for the best part of 6 months.
Yeah, and part of 2008 too, the early part.
Yep.
Finding the lumps to get it checked out. Yeah, exactly right.
Yep.
Always get it checked. Right, is the Crusaders come back on the way here, Gazza?
Possible. Like I say, the Chiefs have got a good record probably against them than any other team in recent times.
Yeah, but
Is the crowd kind of muted, or is it just because we are watching it very quietly?
Yeah, they're not really showing much of the crowd either, are they? So it's hard to say.
Well, there's a fairly sized crowd.
There's a good crowd there,
Best
but they're not.
Player so far, I think it's Shooter. Maybe Brad Weber. Brad Weber's having a good game.
It is.
Is it a quiet crowd? Okay. It feels quiet, but we have to watch it pretty quiet because if it gets picked up on the microphone, we get in trouble.
Willie Hines.
Shooter McGavin to be an AB in 2023. Don't know about our Shooter. No, the crowd aren't very loud. Okay.
A lot's going to depend on injuries. Go, Sean.
Oh, there's Shooter again.
He could be an All Black, that guy. Keep an eye on him.
You imagine the hate Foster will get if the ABs go out in the quarterfinal. Surely, if they go out in the quarterfinal, because Foster's not getting like a second chance like Graham Henry got, he will go down in history as one of the worst All Blacks coaches ever. But if he wins it, he'll go down as a man who was wronged by a voracious New Zealand rugby media.
I think it should be motivation for him to.
Yeah. He should be
do well.
He should be
To
cutting
do
out
well.
all the articles from those pricks at the
Absolutely.
newspapers and sticking them on the walls for the guys as motivation, shouldn't he?
Yep. Then he can give them the finger on the way out.
Oh, intercept! Bloody hell. All over the shop. Go Chiefs, get it wide. Nankerville with the kick, maybe that wasn't the option.
No.
But, oh no, Reese has to go back. Goodness me. Reese did a right to get
He's
out of his
strong,
own
eh?
field,
Very
yeah.
strong, isn't he?
He's very strong for a small guy.
If Razor doesn't win Super Rugby this year, will this be the only year remembered by the fans when they want another, or when they appoint All Blacks coach? I still think Razor's got a fair bit of goodwill based on his record, eh? I don't think many All Blacks fans would be complaining about Razor. Time on the clock. They've just taken it off the screen, but I'll let you know in a second.
Just be aware about JV Joseph and Tony Brown in the background. I think they'll be on the shortlist for the All Blacks, for sure.
Yeah, Junaid's right. It's pretty much on 56 minutes. Your media needs to get a grip. Yeah, the New Zealand rugby media, for mine, is genuinely pretty bad. They tend to overreact. Who's a dark horse coming into the World Cup? Right now it's looking like the bloody Scots, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe them and the Argentinians. The Argentinians have got an easier side of the draw.
Fiji reckon they've got Scott Robinson, but he won't be their coach. He might be their technical advisor, but he won't be their coach.
It's called clickbait in New Zealand. Yes. Simon's right, because do you guys remember when Scott, who's my brother, who used to be a journalist, he left his local role as like a local, small newspaper reporter, which was kind of, doing local news stories about suburban newspaper, like, local
Central leader, yeah.
local granny knits, jerseys for the homeless, or, like mayor cuts funding for, just community stories.
Yeah.
Then he got a job with the New Zealand Herald, which is our biggest and most prominent newspaper, and
Which you didn't like.
he lasted how long? Like 2 months?
Something
Not
like
even
that.
that,
Not even that, I don't
Because
think.
they were just like, we want sensationalist bullshit,
Yeah.
and he was like, no. Oh, Nickerville! Go! Quick ball, for God's
It's gotta be
sake!
fast. Yeah,
That was
yeah.
too slow.
Too slow.
Oh my goodness, if the Crusaders hold this out, it's a miracle.
Yeah. They can do it though. Crusaders can do it if anybody can.
Does this feel faster than the URC or Premiership? I don't know.
It's hard to stop him.
They did it.
Confirmed Scott Robertson's not coach of Fiji. They had to have slowed that down, surely.
Yeah. He's not going to ping anybody though.
Man, I think the
Well,
Chiefs
is
have
he?
got the upper hand, haven't they?
They seem to
They've
have
been
it
looking the
close.
better team.
The thing about Scott Robinson, he's got Leon McDonald and Jason Holland on his team ticket for the All Blacks.
So he's looking at it. He's looking at it.
And he's also, Leon McDonald's also be rumoured to be interviewed by Scotland, but I seen Leon McDonald's interview the other day, and I think that he is more likely to go with Robinson than Scotland, just by his body language.
Uh-oh, Ethan Blackadder's going to be in trouble.
Yep.
Shoulder to the head.
Ethan Blackadder.
That was his bogey team, baby. Yeah, the Chiefs are always a bit of a problem for the Crusaders, aren't they? Uh-oh. But, I mean, he's bracing for it. The Chiefs ball carrier, he's not upright, and Blackadder's kind of... But look at his face. Was a bit guilty, wasn't it? They might find a way to mitigate it to yellow.
I don't think it's a red. I think it's a
He's
yellow.
going to be yellow, I think.
Well, their rule is
Yeah, he's got a yellow card.
he's got a yellow, and the TMO will have a look at it in the
yes.
background.
He's got 20,
Oh, look at that. No, 2 reviews.
10 minutes.
Yeah, they've got time, so it's an
Right.
initial yellow,
Yeah,
and then we'll find out in the next 8 minutes
Yes,
whether they're going to
yeah,
upgrade
yeah.
it to a red. This is to
Yeah.
keep the game going.
Yeah.
So we start with yellow. It's not
Heard of it.
necessarily just that it still could be red.
I heard about that new rule.
Oh, he's in the sin bin.
But if it's...
It still could be upgraded. Remember, this is the new Super
Yes.
Rugby trial law.
But he can be replaced at some stage or something.
Up to
There was-
20 minutes.
After 20 minutes, yeah. There was some new rule, yeah. I heard that.
20 minutes is a long time.
It is a long time.
Stalio despises the new laws with a passion. It does add a level of complexity for people who just want to show up and watch a game at the weekend. Maybe they don't need. Oh, it's going to be a try to Nickerville. How did they manage that? They stuffed that up.
They did.
They still scored it.
They did.
Oh my goodness. April Tui, how's it going? Long time no see.
G'day, April.
That's the new trick now, is to do the
Yes.
5 metre tap and then pass it to change
Yeah.
the point of expected contact. They used to just truck it straight up the middle.
Yeah.
They almost fucked it up.
Yeah, they did.
That's legal what he did, tapping
Well,
it.
it didn't go forward, so...
No, it went sideways.
Yeah, that's right. So it's got to be...
That's a try.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, a bit harder for the Crusaders now.
Well, I've lost somebody for 10, maybe 20 minutes. So if they come back on, it's going to be near the end of the game.
That's
Straight
right.
up the guts, as someone would say, yeah.
Is he going to get this? I think he will.
Thrashing coming on. You
Should.
might be right, Junaid, man.
Mm.
How many likes are we at? How many likes are we at? 75 viewers. Do we have 70 likes? What was the count? I can't see it on my side.
Yep, he's got that.
It's got that. So it's 21 points to 10, and the Crusaders are down a man for at least another 8 minutes. And it could potentially get upgraded.
Maybe more.
Goodness me. I didn't see this coming, but a lot of people actually did.
Mm.
A lot of people were saying this is a stacked Chiefs team.
They're a bit of a bogey team in recent years for
For the
the
Crusaders,
Crusade. Yeah.
Yeah. 73 on Junaid's count. All right. Well, 73 likes and 72 viewers sounds all right. Chiefs being dominant. Yeah. No, it's been a good performance. They are looking the business.
Mm.
Chiefs are looking sharp, says Manderson. He's not wrong.
They gave the Blues a hiding last week.
Blake reckons D-Mac's not smiling as much.
No.
Whatever works. Not a good start for your Super. Nor mine, Darren Mundy. I couldn't pick anyone to beat the Crusaders away in the first game of the season, but I guess it was always a possibility. But it's not over yet. There's still a quarter of the game to go. Peter, Mark, Pajamas from South Africa, looking forward to watching rugby a big year. It's going to be massive, man. This is just the beginning. Six Nations is underway. Super Rugby's getting underway. URC and whatnot's well underway, but man, there's still a lot of games to be played this year. Whoa,
Go,
what a
go.
carry!
Wow.
Oh, they
no,
considered a
he
penalty.
spoiled it. He spoiled it.
Yellow card is staying yellow. Okay. Not a red.
But lucky.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe it was borderline, eh?
Yeah, on the fridge.
But I guess because they were both dropping.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional.
Oh, it wasn't.
Intent never matters.
No, it doesn't usually.
What a run from Vaitai though. Man, that was great.
That was a good run.
The Crusaders will want to get at least a bonus point.
Mm. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're still a wee way off there, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, they need a converted try to get really back into it.
Oh, Ryan's coming off the bench, so he's going to get a good run. First taste of Super Rugby.
You seen him play over in England, over in Ireland?
Oh, for sure, he's been around for
He's
years.
not bad, eh?
Yeah, solid scrummager.
He's not bad around the field either.
On the fringe, we'll never know why they chose yellow. It was some random decision they just made without a serious. I suppose that's true. Like, they want to speed the game up, but at least before you would hear them say,
Yes.
I would have given it red, but because of blah, 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 I'm going to say it's yellow, but now we don't know.
Mm.
That's actually
They
a good
review
point.
it.
But they don't give the reason as to why it
Well,
stays.
no, which is, well, I mean, technically they should, but they've decided they don't have to.
Mm.
That's my view of it anyway. I could be wrong.
Yeah, April 2, they look at the incident and they have to decide, is it worthy of a yellow? And if the answer is yes, they give the yellow immediately and then the game goes on. And then in the background, the TMO reviews it and goes, is it going to stay a yellow or are they going to upgrade it to a
It's
red? So yeah, the idea of it is to keep the on-the-field stuff moving.
You like it?
Well, that's the first time we've seen it in action. I don't know how much time we saved.
Mm.
Like, how many more looks was he going to have at that before deciding? I don't know.
It's probably got its pros and cons.
Yeah.
Everything does.
It removes the long TMO decisions. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that part, but Yeah, oh man, Nankerville, someone said he's on fire. He really is. Oh, but that pop pass from the ground just didn't go. And yeah, now there's kind of two meanings for those red cards as well. There's two kinds. Do you know there's two kinds of red cards now?
Yep.
So if the referee looks at that initial contact and goes, well, you've punched him in the face, that's just a red, and they don't even do the review thing. It's a straight red. You're gone
the balls.
for the whole game, and you can't get replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a little bit confusing.
That's the way it should be. Punching or kicking or eye gouging, it's not
like the actual intentional stuff.
Yeah.
Intentional.
But there's another one where they can be replaced after.
If it's just like, if it had been that one, if that had been ruled red, he would still be able to be replaced because it wasn't like a deliberate action. It was just like careless tackle kind of thing. Got a ball signed by Alex Nankerville and it's feeling a lot more valuable, I bet.
Yeah, so if they'd have started already, he would have been off, and then they would have put someone after 20 minutes. I think it's not a bad rule, actually.
Do you think the new laws will make the games get more exciting? I don't know about more exciting. They're just a little bit less time wasted, which is not a bad thing. Who's the Crusaders number 20? I'm not actually sure. Who is the Crusaders number 20?
Might be George Barr or Tamati Williams, one of them. They were the two prop reserves.
A 20 is usually one of the Lucies, or a lock. Let's have a look at the lineups. 20 is Christian Leo Willie.
Oh, he's the loose forward, yeah. He played for the Highlanders last year.
We're still doing 20-minute red cards. Yeah, Jason, if it's like not intentional, like foul play, like those high tackle ones, they can be replaced for a 20-minute red
Punching
card.
or eye gouging.
But punching and eye gouging is
kicking,
that's a full red card. So yeah,
you don't come back on.
There's kind of two red cards. It should have been a different colour since April to a year. That would have made more sense, like a yellow card, an orange card, and a red card. But
Pink card.
they went with two kinds of red. So yeah.
Is he going to get this? Oh, he has. He's got it. Damien.
What was that penalty for? I missed it.
What was the penalty for? Well, I didn't really see it, actually.
I think it was one of the Crusaders held the halfback.
Okay.
I think that's what it was for.
Oh, Wally Hines.
When he was trying to get the ball out of the ruck or scrum or whatever it was.
Penalty for pulling the halfback in. Thank you, Mantis.
Oh, yeah, I was right.
You were right. There you go. You know your stuff.
Sometimes.
Yeah, she's pretty bright, really. I got to give it. She's pretty bright. And determined. And determination.
She'd
It's
have
one
to
of her
be.
fortes.
Oh, Crusaders restart on the full.
Dear.
I don't think Scott will be happy with this performance.
No.
Are we calling it that this game's done?
I don't
Oh, I didn't think I
either.
updated the score. 24.
10, yeah, I think you could say it's. They need to score twice.
Yeah.
The minimum they need's a bonus point.
2 tries and they get it tied up, right?
We can never rule them out, but it's getting a bit tight for them.
I'd say it's the Chiefs going to win this
Still,
game.
I guess, like, yeah, you can get 2 tries in 10 minutes. Easy.
You can.
Haven't even been close to scoring. That's probably the key point that I'm thinking of here, eh? The Crusaders haven't had much going on.
They missing Sam Whitelock.
Oh, always. He's class. Lydia's admiring my note
Oh, look
taking.
at that.
Oh, look at that.
I have
Wow.
a bad memory, so if I don't take notes, I'll remember
my
nothing.
goodness.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Look out.
Oh,
Wow.
what a
Oh, that's
try.
done.
Oh, my goodness. I
Oh,
think we
my
can call
goodness.
this one as done.
Done and dusted.
Wow. Wow.
What's happened to the Crusade?
What's happened to the
Ratima
Crusade?
with the try.
Look at that. Look at that.
Ioane with the dummy. Back to
halfback.
Ratima, and he beats
Ratima.
who missed that tackle? Whoa, man, he dummied Harvey Lee, I think it was.
You ain't going to catch him. He went with the All Black B team last year.
Wow, what a try.
Oh, that's going to be 31-10.
Yeah.
Is the Crusade coming to an end? That's what you have to ask.
It's only the first game.
Yeah, but not like this.
I know.
Wow.
What did they beat them by last year? Because you said they
Oh, they didn't. I don't know. It was closer than this.
closer than this.
31-10, bloody
Wow,
hell.
That's amazing.
Mantis says Chiefs are in, baby. Oh yeah, you're not wrong, man. Jeez, they're looking good.
Look at that.
Cheers, man.
Ioane, eh?
Sinead says, honestly, with no Gatland, the Chiefs are looking untouchable. Yeah, maybe Gatland was the key factor holding them back. Goodness me. Chiefs are riding high for their Super Bowl winner. I see what you did there.
You've got to remember it's only the first game.
That's right.
When was the last time the Crusaders lost their first game of the season? I'm not sure. I feel like the Crusaders take a while to get warmed up into their seasons, but I could be wrong.
They did last year, didn't they? That took a while.
I think so. 76 likes. Can we get to 80? Before the stream is done. Whoa, 77. Anybody who hasn't liked, chuck in a like. Ethan Blackadder has not covered himself in glory. Yeah, that yellow card probably didn't help things, did it? Comfortable victory for the Chiefs. Crusaders need to wake up for the next game. Certainly not the way I think they saw this season starting, eh?
Oh.
I feel like the Crusaders have had bugger all to do in the second half, like in
Second
terms
half,
of ball in hand.
Well, the funny thing about it is they lost both their pre-season games.
Yeah, the territory.
The Crusaders.
Oh, okay.
71. Yeah, it's all Chiefs in the second half.
Oh, well, I never picked this score in a million years, folks.
Nor did the two commentators beforehand.
Yeah,
And nor did Scott Robinson.
Andy Ellis said Crusaders 13
13
plus.
plus, yeah.
Oh, well, I picked the Crusaders as well, so I can't judge them. 2016 was the last time they lost their first game of the season. Okay, so it's a wee while ago. Crusaders lost like 3 times last year, was still good enough to win the competition.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
That's the thing, yeah. You
Crusaders
can't-
might
never
drop
rule
a
them out.
game, but they ain't dropping the whole
You never
thing.
rule them out.
Why does it give me so much joy to see the Crusaders lose at home? Because you're a true blue Aucklander, Tony.
Good on you, Tony. You're a man after my own heart. If the Blues can't win this competition, I'd like the Chiefs to win it, to be honest.
Rain fade in 2013. Sky is absolute shite. It is piddling down here, but I'm watching via their streaming service, so I guess the rain doesn't affect things.
Look at Brad Weaver. His eyes are just about sticking out of his head. Yeah, look at him.
It's not often you get to beat the
No,
Crusaders.
not by this score.
No.
Did I expect this, Max? Not
Not in
at
100 years.
all. Not at all. Why does Gazza have zero faith in the Canes?
Their coach. Jason, I know everything. Holland, not. And I've seen their injury toll. I had a look at all the super teams last night. And the Canes have 11 guys out already at the start of the season,
Goodness.
including Perenara. So if they have a 38-man squad and they've got 11 out at the start of the season, I hope they don't get too many more injuries.
But I'll tell you what, I do think that they may beat the Reds tomorrow night. I think they will win that game. Not by much, but I think they will beat the Queensland Reds. And if I'm wrong, well, I've just got a feeling that the Hurricanes, if they don't get too many more injuries, they could, I think they'll beat most of the Aussie teams, except maybe, I don't know about, maybe the Brumbies will be their forte this year. I think the Brumbies will beat the Waratahs, not by much, but by, 5 to 10 points.
Conno reckons the Brumbies are going to win the whole comp.
I hate to see you disappointed. I think they will make the semi-finals, maybe.
They haven't played their first game yet, so we
Yeah,
don't really
still
know.
early days. Anything could
It
happen.
is, that's right.
85 likes. Goodness me, folks. Smashing it.
I've looked at the New Zealand teams and the Australian teams, and I still don't think they've got the depth that we've got.
No.
And Eddie Jones has more or less said that.
Can't wait to watch Artie play again. That's true. Tars are oddly underrated by the bookies, as you know. I agree. Tars have got a good looking lineup. Sonny Bill and Quade Cooper reckon the Tars will be the top Aussie team. I think that could quite be right. I don't think Larkham is a great coach, personally.
A lot of people are talking about Larkin, Mark.
His team just plays really one-dimensional rugby the last time he was at the Brumbies. And when he was at Munster, I didn't think the attack was that flash. But anyway.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about Stephen Larkham on the rugby media this week. It'll be interesting to see how he goes.
Considering I'm a Wallabies fan, disappointed is the norm when it comes to Aussie rugby. Eddie, man, Eddie's going to bring you guys back to glory, surely. Do you have a post-game show like the halftime show? I've got a feeling, man, just once this game comes to a conclusion, these two are probably going to want to make a quick smart to get home and go to bed.
I think you might be right there.
So we won't be hanging around too long.
Yeah.
13 more likes to get to 100. Can we get there before full time, folks? Kiwis every year underestimate the Aussies, and one of these years you guys are going to regret it, coming from a Safa. Maybe. They just haven't had... I mean, they have gotten a more competitive record. There was a while when we were just...
We won, about 44 games in a row?
Yeah, before an Aussie team won. So I think that had a lot
That's
of people...
gone. That's definitely gone.
Yeah, it's more competitive than it was then, for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, Josh Ioane, man. He's coming bloody well. And
No.
Tony's man Shooter just maybe flung that one when he didn't need to fling it. Knock on. Larkham, great player, but yeah, his coaching is questionable. That's kind of where I'm at.
He was like that with Munster.
If you're a good player, doesn't make you a good player.
No, that's right. He had the Brumbies for a few years, and they were kind of
Average.
uninspiring.
Was
Which is
McCullough-
weird because Larkham was one of the greatest players and fun players to watch. So anyway,
Was McKellar with him at the time or after him?
I don't remember actually. Taiwan cricket, goodness gracious me. Long time no see, man. How's things over in Taiwan? I'm going to China next month, end of the month.
Yeah.
The other part, remember the mainland part, the People's Republic of, as opposed
China.
to the
Yep.
Republic of. See if my Chinese still holds up. China. Yes. China.
Oh, no.
Judy's very excited about that.
The West Island, that's the one. Manta says, thanks 2 cents, Dawn, Gazza, and his short shorts.
You're welcome.
His short shorts
You're sure.
for a bloody good live stream.
And our summer has been slacked. We've been hit
Brilliant
by
way
rain, floods,
To open
and
up
storms.
the super season and up the Chiefs. Cheers, man. Appreciate that. 8 more likes to get to 100, and we've got a minute to go in the game. Was that a Trump reference? That might have been a Trump reference for China. China. I can't do a Trump impression, but you know what I mean. Chiefs got it all wrapped up. There's no way to lose this one. There's no bonus point coming for the Crusaders.
They've got a bonus point too.
Yeah.
They're playing like men possessed.
Yeah. They've played really well, particularly in the second
half. Josh Yuan has been great. Shooter's been good. Nankivell's been good. Weber's been good. Like, yeah, man. Yeah. There, Scott Robertson's face.
It's down here.
Yep. You just leave it in your bag.
Yeah, it's all there.
Gee, the poor Crusade, eh? They've had a bad night at the office.
They have had a bad night.
They've had a bad night.
Let's dedicate the whole next pod to Shooter, says Distracted. Oh, maybe not just Shooter. Trump was bad, but by God, your attempt made him look good. That's one way of putting it. Oh, man.
Oh, can they do one more?
No, Crispy. They've got to run it. They have to run it. They've got no choice.
They do. Nope. Wow.
That's it.
I don't know how many people would have picked that.
That's a heck of a win.
Yeah, it is.
That's a hiding.
Yeah, it is a hiding.
Wow. Man, Junaid just dropped in $100 New Zealand dollars.
Wow.
Based on the likes. It says,
Well done, folks.
It says 62 because that's the American dollars, but it says I rounded up to 100. Congratulations, Chiefs. Sad life as a Crusaders fan. Have a great night, 2 cents fam.
Nice.
Cheers,
See you later,
Mr.
guys.
Junaid, man.
Nice to see you again.
It's
Take
been
care,
good.
stay safe.
Oh, and Jason as well. It just says great game. Excited for the season ahead. Cheers, Jason, man. Fingers crossed our Blues can actually have a decent season. But yeah, I will have a chat with the old director of operations over there to see how feasible the Blues game is for tomorrow with our man Tony, aka a poor man's Gazza. But
Tony.
yeah, cheers, Mum and Dad, for
See you
coming
later, folks.
along. Cheers,
Nice
you
to
folks.
see you again.
It was nice to be here.
Yeah, cheers you folks. Cheers, Junaid, man. That was a bit of a whopper. And,
Yep.
you know, Mantis and Jason and everybody else I missed. But, yeah.
We didn't pick this.
And Elliot, of course, for sure. No, none of us picked this. But, yeah. As Gaz said, stay safe. And, yeah, hopefully see you guys again soon. Take care,
As a
folks.
mania out.
Bye.